Hi guys, so today I decided to do a craft room tour, and I've seen a lot of people's craft room tours and I love watching them because I like to see what people have in their craft room. I just want to say that my craft room works for me. It may not be the most organized and it might not be the most clean at times, but it's my craft room and I love it and it's my favorite. So I'm just gonna get started, and I hope that this video is not too long. I'm just gonna actually start out. Here's my front door. This is actually my boyfriend's office that he let me kind of take over. See, his stuff is all over there, because my craft room used to be upstairs in the dining room, and I kind of sort of like let it take over, and so he just said, fine, you know, you can have part of my office. So if you see anything like World of Warcraft or whatever up there, that's just all his stuff. It's not mine. See, like there's even a calendar right there. But I'm just gonna start here at the front door. I've got these these drawers. On top of this one here, I've just got my rice. I just set it up there because it's like a flat surface, and this thing I use to cover my resin when it's like curing. And then this thing right here is all my paints. So let's see if I can do this with one hand. It's probably really full. Here's just some of my basic paints in here, and then some paint cans. And then my second one is all of my, like, you know, just like these ones, and some puffy paint and some like glitter stuff. And this is just actually like Mary Kay makeup trays. I have a whole bunch of them, but I use them kind of like a paint palette. And then down here is all my real paint palettes, and then my acrylic paint, and back there is my puffy paints and glitter and fabric paints and everything just in a bag. And then down here is just I lied, it's not all glitter, it's not all paint. I've got some excess glitters, and oh my god, this cello glitter, which is like my favorite in the whole world. I've got a ton of it, as you can see. And then this one here on top, I have my dehydrator. It's actually a pet treat maker, and I use that to cure my resin when I'm in a rush. And then actually this is not really anything, it's just kind of like random stuff. I've got like, I don't know, coloring books and like storage containers, and I've got like a whole bunch of Kleenex here and some like baby wipes, like extra ones, and then some like bubble wrap down there and everything else. So that one's kind of like a miscellaneous drawer. I have this empty drawer here which I haven't filled yet, which is awesome, and I've got some containers here so in case I need to expand. But now on to my actual favorite part of my craft room, which is like my resin table. So I've got a fan. Actually, I have like a heater here because I'm in the basement, and so it gets really cold sometimes. I live in Canada, and so I always have this thing here to kind of turn on and keep me warm. And then in here I've got actually my drill. It's kind of weird, but my drill bit is like really fine, and when I set it on the floor, my drill always falls over and it breaks that drill bit off, so I put it in here so I know it's not going to fall. And then I have, these are some of my resin necklaces that I've finished. I don't know, like, if any of you want to tell me how you store your necklaces when they're done, because I just have them hanging on here, but I don't know, like, how to store them, really, so I just kind of hang them on here, and they seem to be working okay, but, yeah. So, in the corner back here, I've got a bin that I put all my, like, recycling in, like, my boxes and everything, like, all my packaging and stuff that I want to recycle. And then I've got two, I keep forgetting the name of these things, storage drawers, I guess. And, this one here has all my stickers in it. Like, on the top, I have a bin that I keep all my stickers in, and my stickers are all organized by category. So, like here I have, like, this is my Halloween folder here. I've got, like, rhinestones, animals, you know, Hello Kitty, whatever. Like, I have it all, like, organized. I have a lot of stickers. So, and then I've got an extra mold here that I'm just going to be giving to my bestie. And then this is all my molds. Yeah, that's a lot. So let's see what I've got here. Here I just have some of these basic shape molds, and then I've got my Target plates in here. And then underneath, I've got all the plastic packaging from all my glitters that I buy. All my glitter sets, because I use these to like put stickers on to seal them. So I keep all of that. And please close. Oh, there we go. And then in here, I just have like wax paper, because I cover my tables in wax paper, so I have like a whole whack of it, and some like aluminum foil. And then down here, I have, this is all my plastic molds. All of them. Like, this is like, yeah, dirty. I'm not dirty. Like, this is like, every time I have scrap resin, I just put it in here until it's like full. And then I can like just pour random coasters instead of wasting like the rest of my resin. So I have these are all my hard plastic molds, all of them. And then in here, I've got all my dirty silicone molds. All my silicone molds in here. Even some that I've made. I made this one. My boyfriend let me mold his keychain. So these are all my silicone molds. This is a deep drawer too. And then, yep, you guessed it. More silicone molds. These are like my silicone trays. So I've got like a ton here. I got this one the other day. Oh my god, isn't it cute? Coffee beans. Anyway, yeah, I need help. And then even more. Like, this is just like, look how much. Look at this. That's ridiculous. Anyway, so that's all my molds in here. All of them. And then this one, I keep this one like, because I work here. So this right here is where I keep like the stuff that I kind of use. So like in this top drawer, I have like not embellishments, like little add-ins. Like I've got candy here and some like letter beads, and I have mustache beads and crushed shell. I've got rhinestones, and then like this is actually like salt for my slushies, but I'm not going to be using salt anymore. And then back here I have some glow sand, so I just keep that in here. And then down here I've got my stamps and some ink and everything else. And then in this one I've got my Dremel, my gas mask type thing, some sanding paper, sanding blocks, and Dremel pieces. I keep that in there. And then in the bottom one, I have some bags of resin that I haven't quite, I've finished, but I have to store. I know you're not supposed to store them in these bags, but I'm not quite done adding like keychains to them and stuff, so I'm just going to finish those. So that's like resin that's kind of finished, but not really. And then on top here, I have like a paper towel holder, and it's holding like all my tape. So I've got like duct tape here to clean, some foil tape, more duct tape, clear tape, duct tape, and a Hello Kitty. And then back there, I just have my tissue for when I'm working on resin. So now on to, and right here beside my workstation here, I've got my garbage can. It's kind of dirty, but it's just for resin garbage. So now onto my table. This is my work surface. Right here to my right, when I'm working, I've got my baby wipes here. I love these baby wipes. I try to get cheap dollar store baby wipes, but they don't work as well because they kind of like the lint comes off them. So I just use the good ones. They're usually on sale for like $2. I've got some lighters, scissors, and then in here I've got a little caddy. I've got my straws, some pens, toothpicks. I've got some popsicle sticks, and then here I've got like glues and adhesives, like E6000, whatever. And then over here I've got some paintbrushes. Then back here I've got all my cups, all different kinds of cups that I need, all different sizes, different types, more popsicle sticks. And then back here I have some like all my sprinkles and everything else, all my little add-ins. I've got some resin resin stir sticks. Hand sanitizer is always good to have. I've got alcohol here that I use to remove bubbles from my resin. This stuff I use to clean my molds, Mod Podge. And then in here, I've got all my like colorants. So I've got my like pastel powders and my inks and my pigments all in here. Oh, disaster. Back there I've kind of got like a little tray that I have like odds and ends on. So I cover this surface in wax paper. It kind of gets wrecked. I mean, it's an old table, so, but I still try and protect it. This is just stuff that I bought today. I have to put this stuff away. I got this beautiful glitter at Michael's. It's so beautiful. Okay, and then on my work surface here, I've got some stuff that I'm working on. These are just like silicone, like pot holder type mat things. I love to use these when I'm doming my pieces. So that's what I do. More stuff here, and then underneath, I've got some like perler trays, and I've got like some like spangles in there, and just like an old candy tin. And then this is my favorite part of my collection, my glitter. So I got this glitter, this container at Christmas. My boyfriend bought it for me for Christmas because I was asking for storage, and I love this storage container because every single drawer fits these glitters perfectly, and on top of that, they all come with a divider, and the windows are super clear so you can see every color that you ever need. So when my boyfriend bought it for me for Christmas, he the guy told him that they're on clearance because they're no longer going to be carrying them. So sure enough, they do not carry these. He got these at Home Depot. Same with that one back there for Christmas, but they don't carry these ones anymore. So in like desperate effort to find something similar, I got this one on Amazon.ca, and I was really sad when I brought it home because I don't know, it's not as clear as these ones. Not that it really matters, but on top of that, they didn't come with dividers. I had to like make makeshift dividers out of flimsy plastic, and these don't fit perfectly side by side. Like one always pops up, which makes me, it makes me sad, really. It does, because they won't sit perfectly. Like it's just like 2 millimeters is all I need extra for them to sit, and they won't. So I had to make flimsy dividers, and they don't really work well. So, but whatever, it still does for all my glitter. So I've got like, my spangles and my chunky glitter and my tinsel glitter and everything else that I would ever need. So I've got a ton of glitter, and then on top I've got my big glitters. And then here I've just got a couple small containers with some like, bales and magnets and stuff that I use to clean my molds. And then in here I've got stickers, like sealed stickers and sticker flakes and everything else. So then up here, I think in here, oh yeah, I've just got like some some kind of like in the middle of working pieces of resin. Back there too, just pieces of resin. That's my fail jar, like from when I first started. And then of course I've got tons of yogurt containers because my friend Nikki showed me to hoard yogurt containers and margarine containers because you never know when you're going to need to store something. Then I've just got like a whole bin full of like markers. And then back here, or actually, sorry, down here, I've just got like, in here, I've just got a drawer full of like all my cabochons and everything that I've like made, some blanks and stuff that if I ever want to like add anything on. And then, oh my god, these are so full. In here, I've got like some little jars of glitter, packs of glitter. Like, I've got glitter in here and everywhere. These are like some random like watches and stuff that if I want to use them to like fill the fronts with resin. And then up here I've got like a random mix of everything. Like I've got buttons and bottles and bottle caps, coffee beans. This is all my findings in here. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, so I just have like random stuff in there. And then over here, let me move my lamp. Over here I have, this is what I use to set my cups on when I'm making resin, just so that if they leak, they just leak onto this. And here's some of my cups that I've kind of cleaned, like pulled resin out of, and I'm going to reuse them. In here I just have a thing full of cameos. I poured them, but unfortunately I suck at making cameos. Oops. I suck at making cameos, so I poured all these and I'm never going to use them. This is like my thing of like fails. Like, I don't know. It's just fails. Things I'm never gonna finish. Like, look at this. How disappointing. All my stuff ran to the front. I do not have the patience nor the desire to fix them. So that's just a thing of fails. I just throw them in there. And then back here, I've got my gloves. I get these at Rona. They're nitrile gloves. Don't use latex when you're making resin, please, because it'll have a reaction. I've got my gallon of Easy Cast, and then I've got my smaller bottles that I transfer them into. I've got some amazing casting resin, and then I've got, you know, just some resin over here. Oh yeah, and then I have some like mold putty and stuff like that. So that's my resin table. Down here I just have, I don't know, a bin of like random stuff. I've got like papers in here, my hot glue gun, some of my hot fix rhinestones, butane for my lighter. Oh yeah, crap. More molds, like really old big molds and garbage and stuff. And then what's down here? Oh, masks. Mask making like supplies. Sometimes I like to decorate these masks because I'm bored. And then this over here, let me move my lamp out of the way. This is my resin, or no, sorry, my clay and bead table. I don't use this side of my table that much because I don't do clay. Sometimes when I'm in a resin rut, I will do clay, but I don't always do it that often. So on my table here, I've got some findings that I use for like making beads and then clay and stuff like that. I've got like my little cup full of like clay creations that I've made, like not very much interesting things here. Nothing that interesting. Just like stuff I've found on tutorials. I have another caddy over here. I've got rando stuff like X-Acto knives, Q-tips, scissors. What's this? What's this? What's this? Sorry. Triple thick bead stuff. All my paintbrushes are here. All my like dotting tools and Q-tips and everything else are in here. Not Q-tips, sorry. Tweezers and all that kind of stuff is in here for working with clay. And then I've got some rubbing alcohol and some nail polish remover to clean off my clay and whatever else. And then a random container. And then in here I've just got all my nail polishes and everything else. I've got a little oven here for baking my clay. I've got my beading tray, some organza necklaces, some ball chain necklaces, and a crock pot for curing resin if I need to. And then over here I've got my beads. Oh, that's kind of a crappy light situation. Hey, that works, kind of. Wow, that's really bad, I'm sorry. Sure, that works. I've just got like, oh god, these are really crappy to open because they're just like dollar store. I've got like, these are my bead mixes that I bought from like Michael's. And so they're like just a mix of beads that are like matched by color. So these are all those. And then, wow, I did not think about this lighting situation at all. Up there I've got extra beads, and then these are all my beads. Like beads, 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 beads. I don't even know if you can see all the beads I have. I have like a ridiculous amount of beads. And like I've literally made like one necklace in my entire life. Like that's how sad it is. And so, wow, I'm sorry about the lighting. I've got my drawer here. This is the end here. We're getting to the end. So I've got my clay drawer. So back here, I've got all like open things of clay, and I've, you know, wrote the kind on there. And then I've got some cookie cutters. I have a bead roller back there. I've got like some of this 5-minute epoxy because I use that to make like these like jars. I use 5-minute epoxy and glitter to make these. So I have a couple. I just got them from the dollar store. Silicone. What are these called again? Wow, I don't remember. I don't remember what these are called. Wow, I'm blanking. Just like a little nail kit because it's got like little fine tools in them. I've got some more clay in here, TLS. Nothing interesting really. And then down here, I've got a bag of bags. Like anytime I've ever gotten a baggie or a bag, I throw it in here because I don't know when you're never going to know when you need a bag. And please don't tell me I'm the only one. Please don't tell me I'm the only one who does this because, like, I don't know. What if you never need a bag? Like, there's like a million bags here. So I've got my bag of bags, some more organza bags, bag of ribbon, just some like dollar store ribbons, more ribbon, And then down there I've got fabric for like my resin fabric pieces or whatever I might need. Hello Kitty fabric. Some like Halloween decorations, or no, Christmas decorations. Beads. More beads. More beads. Beads, beads, beads. And yeah, I think that might actually be it. I don't even know. Did I miss anything? Nope, I didn't. Actually, I think that's it. I think that actually concludes my craft room tour. So, yeah, my video was 20 minutes long. It's not that bad. I've seen worse. That was my craft room tour. So thank you again for watching, and I hope you liked it. Okay, bye.